I don't know what it is with me and wearing a white shirt in every single Lego video, but I'm just going to bring it in frame already. We have a massive Lego set to review today, and it is the Imperial Remnant AT-AT with INT-4. The Mandalorian and Grogu set. This thing is incredible looking. This thing is huge, and we're going to be building it and doing a review. I'm just going to do a thumbnail right now. That's your thumbnail. I already cut it open just because why not? So I'm going to open this thing up, and you guys are going to see what the heck is inside. Oh my god, it's a bunch of paper bags. I forgot that they're doing this now. Bag 1, bag 2, bag 4. Just gonna take it all out. Oh my god, there's so much. What is this? Okay, that's a piece that didn't go in any bag. Big instructions. Oh my god, there's another one? There's 2 of those pieces. I think that's everything in the box. Yeah, that's everything in the box. Let's just get into it. Actually, wait. Before we do, I want to see. How big this instruction manual is. Oh, there's stickers. Dang it, there's stickers. Stickers! Yeah, that's a big instruction manual. Alright, let's just get into the build. The AT-AT is officially done. Before we can get into that, I gotta get into these minifigs. Starting off, we have the Mandalorian, Din in vest collar armor. Very, very basic standard minifig. There's nothing really special about him at all from the last iteration. But it is the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, so he kind of has to be in here. So I see why I put them. Another one is Grogu, except Grogu is actually different compared to an older version of Grogu here. Oh my god, that was blurry. What happened there? Anyways, compared to an old version of Grogu, as you can see. Oh my god, why is my camera doing that? Old version of Grogu, right there. You can tell it's different. There you go. Camera's focused. Perfect. Alright, next figure is the regular Snowtrooper. Now, wow, my camera is really not working today, is it? There we go. Snowtrooper, really close to 0 differences in the Snowtrooper. This is the 2020 Snowtrooper, and that's the 2026 version. There's a couple small changes, but nothing too crazy. So that's him. Next up, we have the AT-AT driver, which is very different because his helmet is not sand blue. It is a white color. I couldn't grab my sand blue one to compare, but just take my word for it. Next up, you get 2 of these guys, the Imperial Remnant Snowtroopers. two of them in the set, and they're pretty awesome figures, pretty standard figures. And then we have the Imperial Remnant Warlord, who also looks nice. Great hairpiece, great printing, great, you know, seamless through the clothing. That's nice. And then also in the set comes a little speeder bike, which is a different design from like most of the other speeder bikes, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. You can sit your snow trooper down. If I could just demonstrate that real quick, let me do that. Seat your snow trooper in there. Maybe lift his arm up. Seat your seat your snow trooper in there like that. Pretty easy, pretty simple and effective. That's that. Next, the INT-4, which is in the set. I'm gonna have to zoom way out for this one. There you go. Just a little pod. It almost looks like an ATST head, honestly. These wings can fold down into a flight position, so you can, and then also this whole thing, that whole thing comes down, and you could put a minifigure in there. I'm pretty sure the Warlord goes in here, so you can stick him in here. Maybe not with the gun in his hand, but you can stick him in here, 100%. You can either have him seated or you can have him poking out the top here. I think most people would prefer to have him. Most people would prefer to have him poking out at the top of the vehicle. See if I can. Oh, come on, get on there. What are you doing? None of the characters want to work with me today, huh? I'll just put him in normally, and he goes right in there like that. He fits perfectly. You literally can't even see him. Now, next one, and finally not least, the one thing that you would buy the set for. I have to literally zoom all the way out, but that's the AT-AT. I'm just gonna do a quick 360 before we get into all of its features. Look at how much more different this AT-AT looks from other AT-ATs. It's awesome. It's sick. It's kind of insane to look at. But let's start with the first feature, which, if I may, I'm gonna put this camera down so you can see the first feature, and that is that all the legs can move pretty easily. So if you want him to walk, you can just do that. His feet move and everything. I'm not gonna mess with them too much though, because he looks perfectly fine how he's standing. I don't even know if you guys, could you see that? I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking. I can't, I don't know if you can. I'm just gonna show it again. Perfect. All right. And then you can also, now we can get into like the actual like features here. The ones that it has. We'll start with the head here. You can pull that down a little bit, pull that up. You got a little, oh my God, my camera, please. A little control panel in there. You can seat your minifig in there, close the hatch, close that up. You should probably lay him back a little bit. Just because with most of these downsized models, you actually can't put the head on. So you have to kind of lean him back a little bit. See if I can get him in there. What is going on? Why is nothing working today? My camera is the main thing that's not working, but boom. He's in there. You can close him on up, and he's in there ready to go. Another cool feature is if I swing this around the back, this thing comes down. And in there are two little studs. You can open the back a little bit up and stick your speeder bike in there. close this back up. And that's that. And then the final feature on this thing is that you can open this up, and there's a massive spot. And that spot is basically specially made I gotta put this in here quickly. You can have him poke out, by the way. I don't know if he can connect to anything, but he can poke his way out of there and just slip down there. And now that can be closed up, and the INT can be stored inside of the AT-AT. Now they did have to sacrifice a little bit of interior space for this, so if you take a look in here, it's very bare, like super bare. Also, there's a spot up here where you can open the top. And open the top, access your way in there as well. And that's pretty much it. That's the AT-AT. $160, fair price. And in about 2 weeks or so, you're gonna see the Sandcrawler, hopefully, as well. If not, then I'm sorry, but if you are able to see that, perfect. But that's the AT-AT. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace. Actually, before we go, I forgot to say that there is also spring-loaded shooters in this thing. So you can whap a spring-loaded shooter in here, maybe. Give it out. Can you, like, work? Hello? What happened? Did I put you in the wrong way? Let me try this side. I might have put it in the wrong way, didn't I? No, this one's just not going for me. Anyway, you can see it in this one. It shoots out, and pretty easily, actually. Just boom. That might have hit my camera dead on. Anyways, that's the last feature, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.